The Young and the Restless that Michael Baldwin, Christian Leblings, will snap over Diane Jenkins Abbott's, Susan Walters, interrogation while Kyle Abbott's, Michael Mealer, secret spill alarms Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman. At Society, Devin Winters, Brighton James will remain concerned over Lily Winters, Crystal Cowell, being too trusting of Damien Kane, Jermaine Rivers. But Abby Winters, Melissa Ordway, will defend Lily and suggest her eyes are wide open. Afterward, Abby will pay Victor Newman, Eric Braden, a visit, so that'll bring a conversation about Aristotle Dumas possibly going after both Winters and Chancellor. Victor will get Abby's assurance that she'll offer updates if she hears anything more. At the Jazz Lounge on Friday's Lie in our episode, Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, will take a call from Victor in front of Nate Hastings. Seen Dominic, but he obviously won't hear Victor's side of the conversation. Victor will give Audra news on the new company he's arranging, and will set up tomorrow's meeting with her. However, Victor will warn that all this is contingent upon Audra ending Kyle's relationship with Claire Newman, Haley Aaron. Audra will tell Victor to consider it done, and after disconnecting, she'll assure Nate that she's as good as gold. At Crimson Lights, Lily will bump into Amy Lewis, Valerie Pettiford, and admit she just had dinner with Damien. Amy will assume Lily spent the meal grilling her son, so Lily will apologize for the drama she caused with her earlier accusations at Nate's place. Lily will acknowledge that she still has some trust issues when it comes to Damien, so Amy will confess she also has questions. There will be concerns about Aristotle possibly corrupting Damien, but Amy won't want to risk pushing him away with an interrogation. Lily will hint about maybe giving Damien a wake-up call and showing him that his boss isn't as innocent as he seems. That said, Lily will be willing to try giving Damien the benefit of the doubt and will make that clear to Nate once he arrives with Audra. At the GCAC, Diane will spot Michael at the bar, so she'll march over and demand answers about whether he's helping Victor go after Jack as well as Jabba. Michael will contend that he handles many things for his clients, but he'll insist he's not Victor's hatchet man. Diane still won't hear a firm denial and will continue to grill Michael, so he'll wonder where all this is coming from. Michael will clearly be suspicious of what Diane has learned, but she'll keep things vague as she questions his loyalty as a friend. Diane will also make a prediction about Victor sabotaging Kyle and Claire's romance, since he's determined to make Kyle suffer. As the confrontation gets heated, Michael will defend his job, since he's worked for Victor for many years, and Victor has done many things for him in return. Although Michael has made his disapproval of Victor's revenge clear, he'll snap that he's the guardrail trying to keep Victor from going too far. Michael will argue that he's in an impossible place, but Diane will fire back that he put himself there. Diane will just hope that Michael eventually lands on the right side of this Abbott and Newman feud. Upstairs in a suite, Kyle will admit to Jack that he told Claire about Victor's spy. Jack will initially seem alarmed over the secret spillage, but Kyle will argue that he had to trust Claire with the truth. Since Claire has been struggling to believe the worst of Victor, Jack will suggest he must look like a saint compared to Jordan, Colleen Zink. That said, Jack will feel like Victor's going to do or say something to show Claire her grandfather's true colors. Next, Jack will catch up with Diane, who'll confess that she couldn't resist quizzing Michael when she ran into him. Diane will assure Jack that she didn't go into any details and will seem hopeful that Michael can perhaps be an ally. Jack won't seem as certain of that and will scoff over Michael's insistence that he's acting as a guardrail. Once Michael meets up with Victor, he'll mention his run-in with Diane and point out that the Abbotts are on high alert. Michael will feel like they need to pull their spies, but Victor will assume the Abbotts are just grasping at straws and don't know they have people on the inside. Victor will warn Michael that he doesn't cave EVR, so he'll refuse to back down when it comes to his revenge.